This is all about my little boy, Harrison. Harrison is 3 years old. He loves crocodiles and the duck boat. He's hilarious, confident, and very wise, well beyond his years. You'd never guess by looking at him, but he has already faced many, many enormous challenges. As a baby, Harrison had a rare liver disease called biliary atresia, which caused his liver to fail. He was listed for a liver transplant, which he received at just 7 months old. This was a split graft, a small part of a special someone's liver, the rest of which he shares with another recipient somewhere. Before his transplant, Harrison spent most of his time bouncing in and out of hospital. His little body struggled to function. He had trouble absorbing nutrients and kept getting serious infections. His ascites meant tummy time was out of the question. He missed out on what it meant to be a little baby. This all changed when he received his donor liver. It's amazing the difference that a functioning organ makes. The first thing that we noticed was his eyes. He had been persistently jaundiced before, but I never really consciously noticed just how much his yellow eyes blended with his yellow skin. But the difference when his healthy donor liver cleared the jaundice was immediately profound. No one could get over how white and bright his eyes looked. He absolutely thrived after his transplant. When I think of my gratitude for his donor and their family, it fills me. It is vast and spacious, and I'm yet to find the edges. I don't think there are any. It grows each time I look into those bright eyes. Witnessing the suffering of an innocent baby is heavy to bear, but to have within these difficult times a gift like this, a portal to life, really cannot be put into words. How do you explain how someone saved the most precious thing? Does what Harrison went through sound like more than any little kid should have to face? I think so. But Harrison's story and that of our anonymous angel's liver does not end here. Last year when Harrison was 2 years old, he got a little bit sick. At first it just seemed like immunocompromised things. But over about 2 weeks, things escalated and it got much, much worse. I suspected he could have a serious infection, so I contacted his amazing medical team and they agreed that this needed urgent investigation. So back into hospital we went. And what they found was nothing I could have ever prepared for. Harrison had developed an aggressive form of lymphoma called Burkitt's, which had infiltrated his bone marrow, making it a leukemia. And devastated does not begin to describe this absolute blindside. Harrison needed to undergo intensive, aggressive high-dose chemo and immunotherapy to treat his aggressive cancer, treatment that would put a strain on any liver. We did not know how this was going to go. In total, Harrison spent 7 months in hospital and he did not leave at all for the first 4 months. But gradually, he got better and his liver handled it all. It felt like our donor was there guiding him, part of the big team of angels in our corner. Harrison is in remission now, and though there's never a dull moment in our world, he's not here today, unfortunately, because he's just gotten out of hospital after having fevers and antibiotics. The kid is a weapon though. He has endured and overcome the absolutely impossible. Most days I find it hard to believe that it was all real. As for me, I hold our donor and their family in my heart every day. The way I understand their gift deepens as I return to it again and again and meet my gratitude on each new level. Life unfolds, and so does my awe at all of this. There was a part of this gift that was for me. It was trust that as dark as things can get, the path will rise up to meet me. You never know how this might manifest. A family somewhere made a choice from love, from within their own darkness. When I was lost and uncertain of where my next step would land as I witnessed my baby struggle and suffer, a bright path rose up out of the darkness to meet me. It was paved by the choice that family made. And since that choice was made and I found that path, I've been in that darkness many more times. And many more times the bright path has reminded me to trust in the love that connects us all. And many of you would know this darkness I'm talking about, what it's like to be there in a place where you're not quite sure where your foot's going to land. I hope you have all found your own bright paths, and maybe you'll find them by knowing that this is what your choice has given to somebody. I don't know why things like this happen, and it strikes me that we are here today as recipients, but there was only a thin threshold that kept us on this side of it all. But that threshold was made impenetrable by our bright path, by our donor and their family who gifted us life from their loss, and by the devotion and care from the community at Queensland Children's Hospital, who allowed us to hold on to the gift over and over again. I stand in awe of the extraordinary love that we have been wrapped in, the love all of us here today are connected by. From my son and my family, thank you. From the quietest place in my heart and with the highest reverence, thank you.